எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். Welcome back to my channel. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்க போற video is a comparison video between two songs. One is called Oru Rajamali from Aniyathipravu and the other song is called Oh Baby Baby from Kadhalukku Mariyadhai. These two songs are very similar in that they share the same director and they're remakes of each other. உங்களுக்கு ஆல்ரெடி தெரியலனா Kadhalukku Mariyadhai is a remake of a Malayalam film called Aniyathipravu that I just mentioned. And the same director, Fazil sir, directed both versions, and you'll also see a very similar cast. You'll see Shalini in both versions, Vijay ma'am, and the late Lalita ma'am. And you'll also see Shajan in both versions. Shajan's the guy who always beats up Vijay and the hero. And you will see very similar things in both of these songs, so that's the reason I chose these. And without further ado, I will play the song, and I'll play them side by side so you can all see.
விழியில் விழி மோதி இதய கதவென்று திறந்ததே, இரவு பகலாகி இதயம் கிளியாகி பறந்ததே. ஹே காதல் நெஞ்சு யாரோடு சொல்லி வந்து போன தேவதே, நெஞ்சை எள்ளி போனதே, நெஞ்சை எள்ளி போனதே. Devi, oh baby baby, என் காதல் ஜோதி ஒரு பார்வை வீசி சென்றார். உலகம் விடிந்ததெங்கே, வார்த்தை பேசவில்லை, எல்லாம் புரிந்ததெங்கே. இனி இதயமெல்லாம் தினம் தினம் மழைதான். Oh baby baby, என் Devi. சுவாசம் முழுவதும் பூக்களின் வாசம் நிறைந்தது. நேற்று இந்த மாற்றம் எந்த நெஞ்சில் இல்லை, காற்று எந்த காதில் கவிதை சொன்னதில்லை. இருதயம் இரு பக்கம் துடிக்குதே, அலை வந்து அடிக்குதே எனக்குள்ளேதான். என் தேவ தேவி, oh baby baby, என் காதல் ஜோதி. தரிசனம் கிடைத்ததே ஆலய மணி எங்கு ஒலித்ததே என்னை தந்தே Oh baby baby என் தேவ தேவி Oh baby baby என் காதல் ஜோதி ஒரு பார்வை வீசி சென்றார் உலகம் இடிந்ததிங்கே வார்த்தை பேசவில்லை எல்லாம் புரிந்ததிங்கே இனி இதயமெல்லாம் தினமும் தினமும் மழைதான் Oh baby baby என் தேவ தேவி Oh baby baby என் காதல் ஜோதி
Right off the bat, let's talk about the similarities. Shot in almost the same locations. They're both shot in Kerala, so you'll see, a very similar college setting. Also, you would see the grandpa's place where they stay at, the heroes and his friends. It's almost identical as well. And you'll see, the same costumes, almost very similar dressing styles. Same dress shirt, tie, dress pants, dress shoes between both actors, Kunchacko Boban and Vijay. And also you'll see Shalini in very similar attire as well in both versions. And in fact, I think she has the same purple polka dot churidar salwar in both versions, as you can see here. Also, you can see the same Hero Honda Splendor, that red color one. When I was a kid and I saw this movie, I always dreamed and aspired to buy a Hero Honda Splendor. It never happened because I moved to the US as a kid. So maybe one day my dreams will come true with the help of you guys. Let's talk about the music in the Tamil version. This was a comeback film for Ilayaraja sir. This was during a testing and challenging time where A.R. Rahman was at his peak, but Ilayaraja proved himself, reinvented himself, and delivered a magnificent comeback with this legendary album. You have to listen to all the songs in this album. It's still, to this day, it sounds good. And a little backstory, Vijay actually sung this song, and Ilayaraja sir was outside of town, and this was actually shot with Ilayaraja's assistant. And once the recording was done and Ilayaraja was about to listen, Vijay said, if you don't like it, let me know, and I'll come and re-sing. And Ilayaraja, within the first listen, he said, "This is good. We're going with this." So a testament to how good of a singer Vijay is. Let's talk about the Malayalam version of the song, Oru Rajamali. This was composed by Osip Bachchan, a national award-winning music director. A completely different song altogether in the Malayalam version. And it was sung by Sri Kumar. And if you listen to Sri Kumar's vocals, it has a striking resemblance to SPB sir. Like his higher range, or just his voice in general, sounds very similar. So I really liked his vocals in the song. However, the song is very dated. It did, for me personally, I don't think the song aged well. Like, I didn't enjoy the music or the beat or the instrumentation as much now in 2022. I think the Tamil version is more trendy. It packs a punch. It's more fashionable, and it's overall more youthful. And I think it aged a lot better compared to the Malayalam version. Sorry, Malayalam fans, but that's my personal opinion. Let's talk more about Thalapathy Vijay sir. This movie was a defining, monumental, pivotal movie in his career. It cemented his legacy and catapulted him into the star that we know today. Literally overnight, this guy, all over Tamil Nadu, all over South India, became a star. And a lot of people think it's, Puve Vonakagam that really put him on the map. But no, for me personally, it's this movie, Kadhalukku Mariyadhai. Also, one thing I'd noticed is Vijay's fitness level is starting to bolster in this film compared to his previous films. You can see he's developed more of a V-taper, he's broader in the shoulders, and his clothes fit like they were made for him, tailor fit for him. And you can really see how that helps him out when he's dancing, and his overall look. You can see he put in the work. And also, he's sporting a different hairstyle compared to his previous films in that year. So this is the look that really started captivating audiences. He started capturing a lot of fans, stealing many hearts. And this is where he became Ilay Thalapathy Vijay, in my opinion. This was the movie, and this was, all the songs, everything helped develop that Ilay Thalapathy image. Now on to dancing and choreography. This is really an unfair comparison. Vijay sir can win a dance battle against most actors out there. It's going to take Allu Arjun, Ram Charan, Junior NTR, Prabhudeva to really beat him, to exceed him. So in that regard, Vijay wins easily. When you see Vijay dancing, it's very fluid. It comes natural. It's almost like he's winging it, and nobody taught him anything, and he's just making it up as he goes. And you can see how everyone appreciates his dance. Like you can see this clip right here. Like this is Vijay. This is what he does.
Dance aadu varuma? Huh? Kekala. Dance aadu varumanu ketta. Adike கோபப்படுறீங்க.
ஊரை கேட்கவில்லை பேரும் தேவையில்லை.
Kunchacko Boban, I don't really see him as a dancer. I don't know too much about his later films or if he's improved, what he dances like now. But in this film for him, I wasn't really impressed by his dance skill at this moment. He doesn't really look athletic in his movements, and they were very methodical, procedural, like he memorized how to dance and everything. So it didn't seem as natural. Let's talk about the scene that led into the song. So what happened right before the song. So they were both the Tamil and the Malayalam versions, they were set in a bookstore, and the hero and the heroine, they bump into each other. And that's when they first see each other, and then, the sparks start flying and everything after that. Very different interpretations in both Malayalam and Tamil. You can see when Kunchacko Boban bumps into Shalini, you can see a very shy, subtle acknowledgement and even enjoyment, I'll say, in the Malayalam version. Now in the Tamil version, you can see Vijay is left, kind of mystified, bewildered by this woman he just ran into, and is trying to figure out who she is and what just happened, and he kind of just froze after seeing her. Very different interpretations, as I just mentioned. One thing I never understood is how Shalini saw the Love and Love Only book from behind the bookshelf where she grabs it, and where the hero and the heroine grab it at the same time. Maybe she saw it before and was coming back to it and just trying to grab it and go. Not sure. But for cinema, I understand they have to meet again and build tension, sparks fly. So yeah, I understand what Fazil sir is doing. Let's talk about Shalini ma'am. No words to express how gorgeous she is. She always had a very simple, modest yet elegance to her, and all of her mannerisms, the way she dressed, very classy look in both versions, and she delivered in both. Fun fact is, for the Tamil version, Fazil was actually looking for a debutant female actress. And Shalini just came in between and said, no, I want to do the Tamil version. Let me do it. And Fazil sir said, okay. And I'm so glad they went forward with that decision. A major fun fact for the Tamil version, Kadhalukku Mariyadhai, is director Fazil actually approached Abbas and wanted him to play the lead role. Yes, Vijay spot. Yes, and I repeat, actor Abbas was initially approached to play Vijay's role. And for whatever reason that did not work out, they were saying, actor Abbas's manager did not handle his call sheets correctly, and his schedule was booked and everything. So for whatever reason, it didn't work out, and they approached Vijay, and Vijay accepted. And I think that was the best thing that's happened to this movie. This movie was a masterpiece from start to finish, so I would not change anything about this movie. Let's talk about Kunchacko Boban. This was actually his debut film as a lead actor, and I would say that he did a pretty good job. I can see that he worked hard in this film to get where he is today. He's still a very prevalent actor in the Malayalam film industry. And other than his dancing, I did appreciate his performance in the song. To close the side-by-side challenge, let's talk about who's the winner in my books. Both were very similar, as I mentioned before, but it really came down to, the dancing choreography, the music, and the overall acting performances in both versions. And for those factors, I think the Tamil version has the upper hand. So sorry, Malayalam fans. I am a little biased maybe because I am Tamil, but for me, it was obvious that the Tamil version exceeded in most categories. So for me, it's the Tamil version. If you disagree with me, I'm not bothered. You can express your disappointment in the comments. Also, if you have recommendations for new videos, please let me know. And that's pretty much it. இன்னைக்கு அவ்வளவுதான். அடுத்த வாட்டி பார்ப்போம்.
விழியில் விழி மோதி இதய கதவென்று திறந்ததே, இரவு பகலாகி இதயம் கிளியாகி பறந்ததே.